بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين لا سيما بقية الله في العالمين، ثم اللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى قيام يوم الدين. أما بعد، قال الله في محكم كتابه: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الله يحب الذين يقاتلون في سبيله صفا كأنهم بنيان مرصوص. وروي عن أمير المؤمنين عليه السلام بأنه قال: المؤمن كالجبل الراسخ لا تحركه العواصف. For the hastening in the return of the beloved Imam of the time, recite the salawat.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
ای لاهوتی، اون پیچ سومو که مال اینه صداشو زیاد کنید. سلام علیکم جمیعا و رحمت الله. عظم الله اجورنا و اجورکم بمصابنا بالامام الحسین علیه السلام. I express my deepest condolences on the Shahadat anniversary of Imam al-Hussein and his companions and his sons alayhim as-salam. May Allah accept all our a'mal and mournings. Tonight I want to benefit from another aspect of Ashura, take another lesson from the movement of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Quran has commanded the believers and also the prophets to be very resisting. Resistance is one of the very important obligations for the believers. In Quran, those who say, I am believer, I love Allah, I love His Messenger, I love the Imams, is not enough. This love should come to practice. To say I love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the prophets is necessary, but it is not enough. Love should come to an action, and it should continue. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ قَالُوا رَبُّنَا اللَّهُ, those who say, my Lord is Allah, our Lord is Allah. This is very good to say, La ilaha illallah, I believe in Allah. Those who say, I believe in Allah and Allah is my Lord, ثُمَّ اسْتَقَامُوا, and then they resist, then they will achieve salvation, and that is تَتَنَزَّلُ عَلَيْهِمُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ. The angels would descend, would come down for them. The angels support them in this war and carry them and help them. They see salvation. The verse of Quran that I recited at the beginning, Allah, that is about the fighters for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. إن الله يحب الذين يقاتلون في سبيله صفا. Indeed, Allah loves those who fight in His cause in a row as though they are a single structure joined firmly. كأنهم بنيان مرصوص. Allah loves those who fight for Him like in a row, like they are a single structure joined firmly. They are fighting for the sake of Allah. They are different members and soldiers of the army, but they are so united and so fair that they appear like one body who is fighting. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves them. To be united is one of the very important elements of such firmness to resist against the enemy. Here in this verse of Quran in Surah Saf, the enemy is the very apparent enemy, disbelievers who used to fight with the army of Muslims. But is this the only meaning of the verse? No. All of you know, jihad itself is not only fighting. Jihad means to strive. Literally, jihad means to strive. But the most apparent example of striving is the great strives and efforts that the soldiers make for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in army, or even others. So this is why that fighting war is a very apparent example. The place of worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is called mihrab. What does mihrab mean? Mihrab is ismul makan. Mif'al is the tone, is the form used in Arabic for ismul makan. Name of place. Mihrab, you have harb in it. What does harb mean? Fighting, war. This is place of war. Against who? Against two types of enemies. The inner enemy that we have inside us, all of us have. أعدى عدوك نفسك التي بين جنبيك. The most dangerous enemy that you have is the one in between your two shoulders, yourself. The desires you have is your enemy. Your nafsa ammare, your commanding soul to evil, is the most dangerous enemy you have. You come and sit here, you pray to get more power to defeat that danger, that enemy inside you, inside us. Then after that, we have shaitan, devil, iblis, and his guardians. It is mentioned in the Quran that even he has a lot of awliya, a lot of friends, a lot of helps. That is the next enemy. Only we have this place as example for qital and war with our enemies. No, all life is fight. As I mentioned last night, all the history was the fight between light and darkness. The tragedy of Ashura and Karbala is a great lesson, is a very great drawing, beautiful drawing of, from different aspects, you see different beautiful images of resistance. What is istiqamah? In Quran, in another verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَمَا اسْتَقَوْمُوا لَكُمْ فَاسْتَقِيمُوا لَهُمْ. And the way and from wherever they resist against you, you should resist against them. What is this resistance? First of all, istiqamah comes from qiyam, standing. And it is from the form of istif'al in Arabic, which conveys the meaning of seeking and asking. Istiqamah means to ask, to strive, to try to stand against the enemies that I mentioned. It is no istiqamah. For this word we have another equivalent, which is muqawamah. Muqawamah, to resist, which is not used in Quran, but in the culture it is used. Is for, again, when you try to stand, to resist against the enemy, which is the key point in the victory against the insider enemy and outsider enemy that we have. Shaitan, or shayateen al-jinn and shayateen al-ins, those who are unseen and they are our enemy, and those who are seen, we see them. The one who offers you a haram act, the one who invites you to accompany him for a haram act is your enemy. If you follow him without resisting, then there is no muqawamah. There is no lesson taken from Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. But if you resist, you can easily bring an excuse. This is exactly the lesson from Ashura. To resist. Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam in a hadith, he says, Al-Mu'minu kal-jabal al-rasikh. Mu'min, the believer, is like a very fixed mountain. لا تحركه العواصف. The hurricanes, they cannot move him. The hurricanes of desires, they cannot move him. The hurricanes of calamities, they cannot move and shake Mu'min. Mu'min resists. He has come in mihrab and he has practiced to resist against his nafsa ammara, to bow down, to prostrate, to touch the dust, the earth with his face, to show the highest level of humbleness, to fight his ego of arrogance. He has practiced this before. From one aspect, to resist against one of his enemies, which is the most dangerous one. Mu'min kal-jabal al-rasikh. This way, Mu'min becomes very fixed, very firm. كأنهم بنيان مرصوص, as Quran says. Now, to see how Imam Hussein alayhi salam made this understandable for the mankind and practiced it to teach us how to actualize this divine command to be mustaqim and resistant. Imam Hussein alayhi salam Tonight is the night of Hazrat Ali Akbar. We have 2 more nights left to reach the day of Ashura. In these nights, we should beg our eyes to shed tears. In the night of Hazrat Ali Akbar, we should learn this from Imam al-Hussein. Resistance, istiqamah, is not just to fight. Sometimes resistance is to be quiet. Sometimes resistance is to say yes. As soon as Hazrat Ali Akbar alayhi salam asked Imam Hussein alayhi salam for permission to go to the battlefield, Imam Hussein alayhi salam, although for his nephews, for others, Imam killed a bit of time to save some more time to have them, Imam Hussein alayhi salam, very shortly, Imam said, yes, go to the battlefield. This is what we learn from Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Whatever is our desire, we should be against it. Whatever, yes, sometimes the desire is compatible with aql. That is different. When desire is compatible with aql, then aql is the strongest power that we should achieve and we should practice. So that is different. But when aql is against desire or has nothing to do with the desire, desire says do this, just stand against it. What is the result? إن الله يدافع عن الذين آمنوا تتنزل عليهم الملائكة. This is the result. امام حسین علیه السلام در روز عاشورا به ما درس مقاومت داد، به ما درس استقامت داد. استقامت در برابر نفس اماره، استقامت در برابر خواهش نفس. حضرت ابوالفضل علیه السلام که فردا شب این بزرگوار هست به ما درس مقاومت در مقابل هوا داد. انشالله روزش رو فردا شب خواهم گفت. آب رو همتون شنیدید، از کف دست به رودخانه به شط فرات برگردان. هیچ اشکالی نداشت اگر از آب فرات می نوشید. جنگیده بود، تشنه بود. مطلبم بسیار گسترده تر از این وقت محدود بود. باید امشب این شبها بیشتر به عزاداری برسیم، بیشتر سعی کنیم گریه کنیم، از اون عواطف حسینیمون کمک بگیریم و از خداوند بخواهیم این استقامت در برابر نفس اماره رو در ما تقویت کنه که اگر این صبر در وجود ما با عشق با حسین علیه السلام آمیخت، اون وقت این ابدی میشه انشاءالله، تا بهشت با ما خواهد موند. صلی الله علیک یا ابا عبدالله، السلام علیک یا اول مرسلین من نسل الخلیل سلیم، السلام علی الاکبر ای خدا جلد و نبی مرآت، ای خدا صفات انبیا در جلال تو شدند اولیا بر جمال تو هنهاد خاتم الانبیا ز سر تا پا سید الأوصیا ز پا تا سر ماه کنعان سید الشهداء یوسف کربلا علی اکبر از امام صادق علیه السلام روایت شده پرسیدن از آقا بالاترین لذت ها چیه؟ امام صادق علیه السلام فرمود اینکه پدری فرزندی رو بزرگ کنه فرزندش رشید بشه بالغ بشه در مقابل پدر قدم بزنه پدر به چهره پسرش نگاه کنه این بزرگترین لذت زندگی پرسیدن سخت‌ترین مصیبت ها چیه؟ آقا فرمود همین که پدری فرزندش رو بزرگ کنه این پسرش رشید بشه در مقابل پدر کشته بشه آمد علی اکبر از پدر اذن میدان خواست یا ابا عبدالله قربان قلب شما بشیم همه ما چه بر قلب شما گذشت وقتی علی اکبر اذن میدان خواست آمد اذن میدان خواست فأذن له ثم نظر إليه نظر آیس میدانست نگاه آخرش به علی اکبره نگاه نامیدانه‌ای به علی اکبرش کرد و ارفع عینه و بکا اینجا بیاد الله گریه کرد ولی فوراً اجازه میدان داد اشک از چشمان علی عبدالله جاری شد فرمود اللهم اشهد فقد برز الیه الغلام اشبه الناس خلقا و خلقا و منطقا برسول الله خدایا شاهد باش جوانی رو به میدان فرستادم شبیه ترین مردم به پیامبر به میدان رفت گمان ندار که گفتم برو دل از تو بریدم نفس شمرده زدم همراهت خیال دریدم دلم به پیش تو جان در قفات دید نظامت خدای داند و دل شاهد است من چه کشیدم علی اکبر به میدان رفت جنگ نمایانی کرد عده‌ای از دشمن رو به نرک واصل کرد تشنگی بر علی اکبر سنگینی کرد فریاد زد یا ابا العطش قد قتلنی و ثقل الحدید قد اجهدنی تنعل الی من سبیل الماء پدر کلاه زور سنگینه تشنگی هلاکم کرد ممکنه آب به علی اکبر ترسانی ابی عبدالله فریاد زد فروج. خدا اون گروهی که تو رو کشتن بکشه. بابا جان علی الدنیا بعد العفا. علی اکبر بعد از تو افم دنیا. همه بگید یا نتیق شعر مرا را کشد نیزه خودی زمان کشت مرا لحظه‌ای که داغ تو دیدم سزد به قربت من هر جوان پیر بگرید که شد به خون جوانم خزان موی سفیدم. الا لعنة الله على القوم الظالمين وسيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب